Alrighty, welcome back to another video. Um, this time we're going to be taking a look at the 71 Thunderbird that I spent a few days working on. Pretty interesting kit. It's definitely based on an old promo. It has giant screws, which look very ugly when you lift up the hood. The kit gives you an option to make it a curbside and do a fake engine, which is what I did with my kit for a couple of reasons, one of which being the fender here, which is how this should look, is warped. It's like dented down, and it didn't line up correctly with the hood, so just decided to just glue it down and make it a curbside, but I don't think that takes away too much from the model. I still think it's a pretty good mold. For some odd reason, the bottom of the bumper, like there's the grill and then the bumper down here, I'll just show you when I get to the actual model, the finished model, is molded to the chassis. Don't understand why they did that, but okay, it's the same for the rear. Let me just go ahead and show you the model. And here she is, the 71 Ford Thunderbird. You can see that it's not chrome because I actually had to paint that silver, and it looks very, very weird, but you know what, we worked with it. And you can definitely tell what car this is based on. The Ford Landau, I believe that's how you say it, or Landau. I can't freaking pronounce shit, I'm sorry. From Road Warrior, which is a big influencer here with how this car looks. I just thought that the way that the front end kind of points out, and combined with the body, like the way that the roof is and everything, it's just so unique looking. It's really cool. And I really, really like the taillights, how long it is. Giant taillight. This looks awesome. I dig that look. I think it looks really cool. I used the kit supplied side pipes and built these fake little things that go here, and I wanted them purposely to look fake, because they don't actually function. They actually function like this. You can see where the exhaust goes into the actual pipe where it would come out from. So these don't actually work. They're just for show. They're not actually connected to the header or anything. The front wheels were taken from a Ford police car. I was going to use the kit supplied ones, but they sat too low, and also they were way too tiny, and I wanted to give it a more put together with other parts look, and I think that they went on perfectly. The rear are from a Hot Wheels monster truck, and I actually have the monster truck here. I picked this up at a CVS for, I think, $3, 170 scale, and it's good. Like, it's not a big tire, and it works out pretty well. I was able to pop it off the axle and then put it onto the actual axle from the kit, and I think that they worked out pretty good. They're plastic, and I actually have them right here. Yeah, they are plastic. They are hollow on the inside, unfortunately, but with displaying it like this, you'd never know unless you actually took a look and went, oh yeah, they are hollow. So I think that they worked out for what they were. They looked worse when they were on the monster truck toy, actually, because you could see that. But I think I made the right call. Here's the interior, which I'll try to show. It's kind of dark. I did the steering wheel in brown. It dented, unfortunately, when I was pushing it in. Luckily, it didn't snap. There's the interior with the gauges all painted, and I painted around them with brown, and then I hit that with all floor polish to make it look all glossy, like it's like a wood grain kind of thing. And it's actually just done with Model Master's rust color that I would use for weathering. And I think it worked out pretty good. I actually did the same thing on the Dodge Challenger for the interior. Just used that rust paint and glossed over it, and I think it actually worked out. I don't know. You could tell me if you disagree down in the comments. That's fine. But that's the only brown that I had that I thought would work for wood, like a wood kind of texture. But yeah. I didn't go too heavy on the weathering because I actually was working on this vehicle and started to come up with it maybe being in my story, my post-apocalyptic world, the one with dragons and humans and everything. Um, Thinking maybe, the bad guy, Lord Hades, that comes later when, the main group is grown up. Maybe this could be one of the vehicles from his cult, and their vehicles are more well maintained. They're not as rusty. They're not as dirty and beaten up. Um, they're a lot more well maintained to kind of show that he's, like he has power and he's a wealthy person that gives people, nice and pristine things. Not saying that this is exactly pristine because it's not really stock anymore, but you kind of get my point. I don't know. I think it might work. It's a little bit too extreme with the lift and everything, but I think it could work for that world because they also have a lifted caddy. So I don't know. Could work for it. You see, I got the skull on the hood. I got that from my friend. Painted it silver and then glossed over it. The seats, I did something different with them. So what I tried to do, and it's kind of hard to see since it's all put together, I painted them tan and then waited for them to dry and waited a couple of days and then once again painted over them with black and then waited a long time for them to dry again, and then I started sanding them with some sandpaper, and I tried to make it look like they're ripped. You can kind of see there I did, and I did back there, kind of harder on the passenger seat, and I mean it didn't come out the best, but you can kind of see what I was going for with the ripped seats. No? Okay. I did my best. I'm sorry. It looks kind of goofy. I love this grill. I love the way that looks. It's just such a mean-looking vehicle. I really dig this thing. Probably one of my new favorites. It's goofy, but it's like the perfect type of goofy. It's a roadkill quote, but no one's gonna get that. Anyway. I want to know what you guys think, and I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought completely. Hang on a second. I completely had a brain fart there on camera. I'm so sorry about that. I'm back, but I remember what I was going to say. I did the roof in a matte paint, where I left the rest of the body glossy to kind of make it look like it's a vinyl roof. I didn't do the taping thing because I wanted to keep these little emblems here, and the tape would have masked those. So I don't know if it worked out the best, but yeah. That's why the top is matte. I mentioned that they had a lifted caddy, but I never actually showed that on camera. Let me actually, at least I don't think I did. Let me go get it. Here it is. Here's what their lifted caddy looks like from that cult. And this thing is not used very often. It's kind of like a, we're so nuts kind of thing to show that we have power. Basically, this is one of the vehicles that will show up at a settlement with Lord Hades. He'll be flying above it most of the time. He'll have really high-ranking cult members in there, and he'll be like, "Yeah, we're gonna take over your settlement." He'll probably have something back here. I haven't thought of it yet, but he does have stuff in the back of it. I haven't thought of it yet, but this is what the caddy looks like. So that'll be about it for this video, and I'll have a slideshow of this thing at the end. So thanks for watching, guys. What's this? A secret at the end of the video? Well, yes. I've had this AMX 10 since, I believe, Christmas. And I've had it sitting around for a while, and I finally decided to build it up and paint it. And it's not done, but I just want to show you probably one of the most metal-looking vehicles you'll ever see in your entire life. Here it is. It's not done. I want to weather it. But how ridiculous is this? Oh my god, look at the little skulls and... Oh my god, what a ridiculous vehicle. So yes, you'll see this thing in the future.